Hi, so I completely forgot that I have to record and edit these things by Thursday. Whoops. So, here is me. I finished the bag, I gave it to her, she liked it. I didn't take any pictures or anything, just know I finished it. Yay! It's currently Wednesday night. I was very tired Wednesday morning, evening, then I had church, and then I came home from church. I'm very tired right now, so I want to have a simple, easy project thing to do. So I was thinking, what's a simple, easy project thing to do? And then I remembered this pillow. Yay! I asked my friends what I should do with it, and they had mixed results. So I think I'm gonna do something blueberry related. Wouldn't that be cool? Because as you can see, my bed here is more a disgusting mess. I'm kind of going for blue. It's all the stuff I have. They're not my favorite color. That's orange. I love orange, but it might actually be red. I don't know. I love all of the colors. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna sketch what I want first, and then we'll see. Also, new favorite camera angle unlocked. It's so fun. I can stand and walk around and do things and show my bed if I want to. But we're gonna change that in like 4 seconds because I need to get my sketchbook out. Oh my word. Alrighty, this isn't my sketchbook, but I feel like it's kinda presenty, you know? So, what are we gonna do? The pillow is a square. You cannot see that. Oh, it's because it's dying. The pillow is a square. I'm trying to draw through the camera. That turned out really bad, but the pillow is a square, okay? And it's blueberry themed. What's like a blueberry themed thing we could do? There's like a blueberry muffin. We could do blueberries on one side and then little frills all around it. And then on the other side, we could do, what if we did like a, kind of like the stem of, not stem, you know what I mean, of the blueberry, like the top, when they're knocking, they want me, much like every single woman in my life. I'm kidding. Let me do a frill. Can't do that right now because I have to go, but that's the main idea. I'm back. I made a shake. It's so good. We're back. This is the main idea. What should our background color be? Obviously for this one, it's gonna be the color of the blueberry. So on this one, maybe just white, because that's what I have the most of. In a perfect world, I would have bought more yarn, but I don't have the time. So, you know, I'm gonna get my white yarn and then the color I'm thinking for the blueberries. I don't know if I'll have enough of this, but if worst comes to worst, we can just use a different color for the background. Not for the background, for the other side. But I definitely have enough white because I do have more of this. So, more than this, so. See, let's start with our foundation shade. If I want to do the blueberries as a tapestry, I should probably draw that out real quick. Part of me just wants to start though. No, I'll draw it out. Oh, I do have to do my foundation shade first, so to see how big the graph has to be. Whoa. One of the cool things about having a new desk is I have like much better drawers. And it has all my things in it. 5.5mm hook. That should be good. New style with the fresh type of time lapse. Hi, it's the only part I'm questioning. I think I should have done one more double crochet right there. But other than that, I think it's turning out fine. But I am gonna put that aside and stop that for probably a few months That was a joke, but it's most likely true. Because I want to start something new or work on a whip. So I'm gonna figure out what that is tomorrow. I've been working on that for I think 30 minutes, maybe? Not too long, but you know, I will see you tomorrow, the day this video comes out, hopefully. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm sorry my voice is all gross and disgusting, just like in general. Two, I'm sorry that this vlog is gonna be really short. I'm really bad at this whole thing, but getting better, trying. So, whoa, we'll see. I have this plant right here, and it's really pretty, and it has like a wall-mounted plant above it, which is also really pretty, but like, they get in the way of everything. Just this one, because it's like all, I don't know if you can see, every time I try to record. Anyway, bye, I'll see you tomorrow. Oh goodness. Hi kitty cat. Hi, again, but tomorrow is Thursday, the day this video should come out, and I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I might work either today or tomorrow, for sure one of them hopefully, so, but yeah, I'm looking at my yarn shells right now, and I'm super inspired to make something. So, what should I make, guys? I know you can't tell me, but just what should I make? I haven't done amigurumi at all this year, actually. I don't really plan on it, so, you know. I can, of course, work on my jacket. That's a good idea. I have my Halloween costume planned out, so I can put that on the back burner. Oh, Valentine's Day. Since it's kind of cold and it's Valentine's Day, I was thinking I could make like either gloves, a hat, or a scarf or something that's like kind of Valentine's Day related. So I think I'm gonna do that. Let's pick out some colors. You can't see because it's not focused, but I'm gonna use this red and this pink. Okay, I have my two yarn colors. What do I want to do? I've wanted a pair of fingerless gloves for a long time. That could be fun to make. I want this hook though, that I was using for the blueberries that you saw yesterday. I don't know what's into me right now. I am so tired. Just dead. I'm dead. I'm not here anymore, guys. But there's so many things I could do. Like with this color-wise. I think I can just go with like a striped granny square. Probably. Ignore my voice. I'm sorry, it sucks, but I was born that way. So yeah, I'll start with pink, because, you know. And then I just have to make 4 granny squares and then do ribbing, and I think that's it, so we'll see. 2, 4. I learned how to make a granny square really weird, so I've had to relearn how to do that, because I learned you have to like chain 6 and like increase and then decrease and all that stuff. It was a really weird tutorial, so I don't know, but I know how to make one now. I slept pretty good. Nobody asked, but I did. I had a weird dream. One of them I've had before, and the other one was just kind of annoying, but otherwise I slept pretty good. My dreams are kind of like movies, basically. I'm talking a little quieter because my family is like right outside the wall, but my dreams are basically movies because I'm just sitting there watching them, unless it's like a vivid dream, in which case I'll be like in it, but otherwise it's basically the same as watching something on TV. My scissors are like jammed into my drawer, but I fixed it. How do y'all make your striped granny squares? Do you make all of the centers first, and then do like the next row and the next row and the next row and stuff? Or do you make one granny square, then the next and the next and the next? Personally, I start all of the centers first, and then I keep adding rows, but I see both sides. I guess I don't have to start with the same color every time, but the question is, do I want to do one where the center is pink and then one where the center is red on either side, or one where the center is pink and one where the center is red, like the same but on the different hands, or do I want to do where they're on different sides on both hands? Oh, that was implied. I don't know. I think I'll do they all start with pink. That's just what makes me happier, because then they're both the same.
That was also it. Mr. Allen responded, he's in Beaumont at a dermatologist.
Oh yeah. This just in. Well, I can't work today. I can't wait until I can get an actual job, like a consistent job. Because right now I'm working for somebody. You don't have to know any of this. This is a crochet channel. But right now I'm working for somebody, but I'd like to work for like a company, you know? But you know, there are hundreds of restaurants around our house. So I could probably just pick one of those for my first job. But you know, I've had like 2 or 3 jobs before where I just work for somebody and they're never fun. I think the one I have right now is the most fun because I like this guy the best. But, you know, I feel disgusting. Like, just grotesque. I don't know why, but I do. So, also I figured out how to change like the background on people's text conversations on my phone. So I've been having fun with that. One of them is a cookie, like just a chocolate chip cookie background. And then the other one is a Hot Pocket, I think. I've been living off of Hot Pockets the past 2 or 3 days because I've been starving. I'm on a new medication and I'm so hungry. But Hot Pockets are kind of the only food that's just there, you know? I wouldn't say we're an ingredient household, but we're definitely like a ingredient inspired household. I have both of my cats in my room. My mother saw like a flea near one of them, so we gave them all like flea medication and then had them separate for 2 days, I think. And we're going to vacuum the whole house and put on like some flea repellent powder on all our furniture, carpets, and everything, and then also wash everything that can be washed. And if it can't be washed, we are going to like shake it off outside or whatever. So that's nice. Why do I feel so gross today? It's so annoying. I hate it when I feel gross. I think it's my fault. I don't know why, but we'll say it is. I had water this morning, so I'm not, that was annoying. I had water this morning, so I'm not dehydrated. I think it's just my voice. My words are all slurred. Do you need anything? Hi. My words are all slurred and it's like hard to walk and everything because of the new medication, I'm pretty sure. But my mother says to give it a few days, so my scissors fell. Why is everything falling? And my hair, if you didn't know, I wear a hoodie all the time. I wash it and shower and everything, but I will have something covering my head all the time. And sometimes my hair will be just on the back of my neck and tickling me and stuff. And it's very annoying. Okay, you didn't need any of that information, and I don't know if I'll keep any of it in, but we finished all of my centers. Yay! Whoop! Yay! Next is the red. I know Red Heart Super Saver is like a well-known, cheap, not the best quality yarn, but I like it personally for the stuff I do, because I don't do, oh my goodness, I had Fruit Loops with like milk, as you do, because it's cereal, and I'm just disgusting. But I don't make like, you need cotton yarn or wool yarn or anything to make fancy sweaters and stuff. So we'll see. If I do, maybe I'll go to like actual yarn stores and get fancy stuff. But for right now, Michaels and Hobby Lobby work a-okay. Also, I was watching a live stream the other day, and she was like responding to every single thing they put in the chat. It was crazy. So that was fun. I got a lot of my questions answered, like just about her channel and her videos and things. So it's nice. She also does crochet. How fun. I've been really into watching like pottery and then sourdough videos. Not like bread making videos in general, just like sourdough specific videos. Because there are surprising there are a surprising amount of them. Like sourdough videos? It's crazy. I'll never make sourdough. Like, I don't even want to. But they're just interesting to me. Also, exercise wheels. Those big old wheels that you, like, can, like, roll around on and spin on. Sometimes you'll see them at circuses or whatever, but they're usually used for, like, exercise. I think ballet, too, but those are really fun. I really want to try one of those. I'm obsessed with ropes. Not like just a rope, but like a rope hanging from a tree or something. Something that you could climb. Anything that uses upper body strength. It's very fun. To me. It's basically like fidgeting with like all of my muscles. Does that make sense? But it's pretty neat. And I can do some cool tricks on them too. That doesn't matter. Because I am done. The second row on one of them. Yay, that's the back. This is the front. Hurrah. Okay. You, my friends, do not have to see me do the rest of the second row. So I'm just gonna cut to where I'm done with the rest of the second rows. Also, this is the towel I use for my paintbrush, if you were curious. And then this is a doily. It looks much nicer when my camera isn't on it. So, yeah, but I'm gonna finish the second row so everything. Sup, dudes? I'm back, and I finished the first row of all of the squares. So now I have to do the second row in this pink color. Again, I don't know what I'm doing, gang. I think they're just granny squares. They're pretty easy. They're not taking me very long at all. But what I am curious about is how I'm going to make the thumb holes, and because like I know how to make the thumb holes, you just sew them together but leave a space for your fingers and the thumb holes, but I'm not exactly sure how I want to make them like ribbed, you know? So we will cross that bridge when we get to it, and I will cut you to said bridge. So what? Alright, so I finished the third row. I love how it looks. Pink and red are such a good combo, but I have massive hands, so I think I'm gonna need at least one more row. Sorry, got an ad. Anyway, at least one more row. I've only done this one. I have 3 more to do the next rows. Oh. Ta-da! Look at it, and it fits like the back of my hand perfectly, so I'm just gonna do that for the rest of these 3, and then we'll do like the ribbing and stuff. I want like long ribbing, like at least down to here. So that's like that much, maybe? I don't know. Alrighty, I have all 4 of the granny squares I need, and I'm just going to put them right sides together, and then sew the entirety of one side, and then a little bit of one side, leaving space for my thumb, which I think I'm gonna do the last 2 chunks. Those 2 chunks and that corner I'm gonna sew together this corner, but these 2 chunks are gonna be left open for my thumb. We'll see how that fits, just with one of them. Okie dokie. I finished the slip stitches on one. Here it is. It's riding a little high on here, so we could try cutting that. Perfect. Okay. That one stitch. Oh wow. That made it like a whole lot better. It's still inside out actually. So flip it right side out. And then with the ribbing, I think that's good, because the ribbon will draw that down a little bit. I think that's alright. Sorry for the weird odd camera angle. Okay, but I think that's good. Yay! And I finished the other 2 granny squares, so I just have to sew them together and then do the ribbing, and I will be done with that project. That's the first project I finished this year, and it's the end of January, so, you know, tell me how your January went. I want to know. Mine went pretty okay. Very tired, though, the whole time. So, how I sew it, actually, let me tell you. So I slip stitched it, obviously, but I just slip stitched one entire side. Then on the other side, I slip stitched down until there were 2 chunks left, and then I slip stitched on one side only, and then I slip stitched together the ends, and then I slip stitched on the other side. And what I cut was the connection I did at the top, just so it's not as like tight on my thumb. I don't know why I'm struggling talking right now, but there it is. I'll sew these together and get back to you in 2 seconds. Look at them. Yay. And then the ribbing should go about that far. So imagine my pale skin is the ribbing. And I might do 2 or 3 rows of ribbing on the thumb, but only just like a little. But yeah, other than that, they're pretty much done. My first project of 2026. Let's go. I was thinking I was gonna do the ribbing in red. Felt like that was obvious. But I guess I could do it in pink. I'm gonna do it in red. Yeah. So let's do that. If you don't know how to do ribbing, it's pretty simple. I'm just gonna be doing single crochet ribbing. And then, yeah. I want it to be pretty long, so maybe 11 rows? We'll see. Ta-da! I weaved in all my ends and did the ribbing. I really like how that looks. It's kind of fuzzy. I really like it. Look at that. And it's splendid. Also, this is kind of funny. I was watching YouTube as I crocheted, and Passionate Kelsey posted a video making basically this, but instead of just a normal granny square, it was like a heart granny square, which was really cool. I don't think I want to make that, but that's really cool. But I'm not copying her. I haven't seen that video yet, I swear. Sorry. But even if I were copying her, it would have been worth it. Whoa. Because look how cool this is. And it's splendid. And then this one doesn't have ribbing yet, but do you see the vision? Very nice, very nice. So real quick, I'll just do ribbing on this one and we'll be done. Also, for the ribbing, I did single crochet ribbing, back loops only, and then I also, when I got down to the bottom, I slip stitched 2 instead of 1 like I normally do, so it kind of pulls it in just a little bit, like very slightly, so it's got like that stretch to it. I don't know if you can see, but it's a little bit more stretchy, and I really like that because it's like fitted around my wrist, and I was only wearing it for a little bit, and my hands are already kind of like sweaty because it's like warm in here, so that's really good, exciting. So let's do glove number 2. Look at them. I love them so much. I weaved in all the ends and everything. I don't usually weave my ends, I'm really bad about that, but I did this time, and I'm very glad that I did. They're so warm and like cozy. If you want a pattern, I'm sure you can find one for free on like YouTube or wherever else you get patterns, but they're so nice. As I said, today is Thursday, but I had a lot of fun. So in the next vlog, expect some more fun. I decided against doing, I guess I never tried that, but the ribbing around the thumb hole, I just like how it is without it. So yeah, these are the fingerless gloves. We also made, you may have forgotten, I sure did, the start of our blueberry pillowcase, and I forgot to record it, but I did finish my apple pie bag. We did so much this week. That's lovely. I finished my second project actually, because I finished the bag of 2026. So yeah, I hope you had fun. I know I sure did. I'm sorry there were a lot of time lapses in this video. I just now realized that there were a lot of those. So we'll see how I made that entertaining. And yeah, it has been, whether or not. I just did the outro, but I went and showed my mom these gloves, and she said that she really liked them and asked if I could make her some in a different color. This color, to be exact. So, next vlog?